Welcome to the Daily Grind, a Bluff City Media daily podcast. Stepping up to the microphone is your host, Luke Hatmaker. Grab your favorite morning brew and let's get to the show.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. It's already offbeat. Welcome to the Daily Grind. I am your host, the one. That's not true. There's plenty Lukes. Luke Hatmaker is my name, and I'm going solo today. We are going to have a little bit of a shorter show today. I've got a doctor's appointment that I've got to skedaddle and get out of here for, but I still wanted to talk to you guys because we've got a lot. Shout out Art. Shout out King Meeks. Thank you guys for, oh my God. I've got to put this in here. This is important because Rusty's not here to give me a pun. Shout out King Meeks. Today at the bank, an old lady asked me to check her balance. So he pushed her over. That is next level, King Meeks. Who needs Rusty when I got King Meeks here? This is awesome. Jalen, Edward, King Meeks, Art, Kenny, thank you, everybody. We're just going to jump right into this. I want to make sure that I get everything covered today before I have to bounce. Let's talk about the Pacers. Pacers are advancing to the NBA Finals. They eliminated the New York Knickerbockers over the weekend. Let's break down this game a little bit, I guess. The Knicks we discussed this game ad nauseum. We discussed the series ad nauseum, I should say, all last week. I had Rusty's. I had Art called it. Yep. Shout out Art. Pacers in 6. He was right. Rusty called Pacers in 5. Rusty called Pacers in 6 as well. Solo dojo, Daniel. I'm going solo. The doctor's calling, so I got to get out of here. But yeah, like the Knicks just seemed like they were pretty unmatched in terms of their depth, and the depth was what mattered here. Let's look at who the Pacers played in this win. They played Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner, and Nimhard Halliburton, their starters. McConnell got some run. Ben Shepherd got some run. Obi Toppin, which before we go too much into this series, let's talk about Obi Toppin because Obi Toppin was really, 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 really good. Quite good in this series. You know, he finished the game for 18-6, and he just looked like he was playing his old team. Not that I'm saying that Obi Toppin was the belle of the ball in any trade. He kind of bounced around. He didn't work in New York, but it's good to see him play well against his former team. Thomas Bryant got some run. Like, this Pacers team just seems like if there's a team that's most equipped to beat OKC, which even though they are maybe the most equipped to beat OKC, we still have OKC in 5. I do think this is important. The Pacers prove that we can do it right if we make the right moves. We have a chance. I agree with you, Art. You look at this team and they play team basketball. They are well equipped to beat this Thunder team. Will they? Probably not. But they might. I do think it's interesting that Pascal Siakam. Oh yeah. We're going to talk about the Knicks here in a minute. I want to talk a little bit more about the Pacers because there's a lot that we can talk about the Knicks here. It's interesting. Pascal Siakam and Tyrese Halliburton, it came down to the Eastern Conference Finals MVP, which is a mouthful and kind of annoying to say. But this might have been my favorite part of this series, the fact that Halliburton stepped up to receive his award that he didn't get. Killed me, y'all. Like, he clearly thought he was going to get it. I thought he was going to get it, but Siakam played great. I just didn't see him getting Eastern Conference Finals MVP. And Kenny, Pacers play like the greatest college basketball team of all time, and they are about to get that ass smacked by OKC. Hopefully it's a good series, though. Yeah, we're going to break down the Pacers more, this whole series more, the finals. We're really going to dive into the nitty-gritty of it here later this week. I'm going to have the boys on. We're going to really talk about it. But let's talk about the Knicks a little bit because it's time for rebooting and retooling. Oh, I don't hold back on the Southern accent when there's no one here to mock me. Rebooting and retooling the New York Knicks. Man, they are in a yeah, King Meeks, you get it. I see it in the Pacers. King Meeks thinks Cat's getting traded and Tim's might have one more year. Wayno, shout out Wayno. Knicks fell to the same old Coach Tibbs trap. They are paying what over? Cat also just committed a dumb foul. Yeah, you guys are right. Like, this New York team is in an interesting spot because they're paying over 200 million guys for seven dudes. They're paying over 200 million dudes, $200 million for 7 guys. That's a lot of money. And when your 7 guys are these 7 guys, when Mitchell is not a guarantee, when Cat was playing hurt, I don't know. It's just look, Drew hit the nail on the head. Reboot. Oh, now it's just it's confusing. I think that they will be retooling. I don't know. When you got Jalen Brunson and when you've got a payroll as large as the Knicks do, I just don't really see how you fully reboot. You can't. I mean, you're the Knicks. If you're the Knicks, this fan base would not be satisfied with a reboot. Like it just this Knicks team's not bad. They just went to the Eastern Conference Finals and they are like, yeah, Edward, deadline reboot. That's what this is. The Knicks are going to be a deadline reboot. Maybe not a maybe that's a retool. Maybe that's a different word for retool. But yeah, I think that it's going to have something around the deadline here. The weakest link, I'm going to shout out Wayno. This is a very good point, my friend. The weakest link with the Knicks is Tibbs' inability to change with the times. Retooling is simple, and it's not a player. I'm clapping for you, Wayno. This is a good point. You can retool by getting rid of your coach. And maybe I like Tibbs. I should talk like Tibbs the rest of the show. Rah. I'm a big Tibbs fan. But my dog's a Tibbs fan too. He's doing crazy shit on the couch right now. Pardon my French. I like Tibbs, but I just think that maybe it's time for, as is the case with a lot of teams, when you've kind of just you get to that point and you're just hitting your head against the wall, trying to find something to change when you're just doing it over and over and over. And Tibbs is what makes the most sense to change. Maybe they just move on. I don't know if they will, but that's a very easy retool they can do by keeping a lot of their players, keeping their nucleus. It does sound familiar, Edward. You are correct. And I think this is something that they will do. I think this is the move they will probably make, Art. I think you're absolutely right. Maybe get rid of the coach and trade Mitchell and get 2 role players. Make your 7 guys, 8 guys, and really just go for it that way. I think that's the best bet. And I think that they can really, really stay in this hunt, so to speak, by doing that. This is important too. Tibbs still coaching like it's in the early 2000s. We're going to be Irish this morning. In the early 2000s. He run his players down, all 7 of them. And if he can get those 7 up to 8, maybe it helps him. If he has more players to run down, but that's the thing. If he has more players to run down, you bet your ass he's going to run them down. Maybe they just got to get rid of Tibbs, and it would be a lot simpler. And I like Tibbs, but we'll see. My dog is jumping around. He's like, get rid of Tibbs, get rid of Tibbs, get rid of Tibbs. Love it. We'll see. We only got 2 more of these teams left, y'all. There's only one more rebooting and retooling we got left, and I don't know who it's going to be. I think we know who it's going to be. Going to take a really quick break here because my dog's running like crazy. Going to take a quick break here because the Knicks could probably use an ounce of hope after that, and I could use some ounce of hope. Let's hear this quick message from an ounce of hope, and I will be right back to talk about this Pacers team a little bit more, to talk about if they might be the most unlikely finals team we've had, at least in the past 10, 15 years. We're going to talk about that right after this break.
Looking for an alternative to alcohol or conventional medicine? Check out Ounce of Hope, a Memphis-based dispensary with 2 local stores in the Sanderland Center and on South Cooper Street. You can get all the products you need in a location convenient to you. Each store offers an intentional shopping experience with dedicated bud tenders to answer all of your questions, from product selection and mushroom blends to our personal favorite, the Delta 9 seltzers. You gotta try the Peach Buzz. Try Ounce of Hope at either one of their 2 Memphis stores or at www.ounceofhope.com for convenient products shipped right to your door. Use the promo code Bluff City for 15% off any order, excluding sale items. Cannot be used in conjunction with other promotions or discounts. One use per customer.
Ounce of Hope. Oh, that's something fun we can do. Make up jingles for Ounce of Hope. Ounce of Hope. Ounce of Hope. OunceofHope.com, y'all. Check it out. It's below right here if you missed it on the commercial. I love hearing Kenny's voice. It's very soothing, Kenny. You know what else is soothing? Soothing. The seltzers, man. The seltzers. Check them out. Like, it's my bag. These guys are great. Check out the website. That's promo code Bluff City, y'all. BLUFFCITY. Check them out. I got the hiccups. They're great. Let's talk about another thing that's pretty great. The Indiana Pacers, man. They are looking pretty damn great right now as they are heading into the NBA Finals, which is pretty wild. As I was looking at this team specifically and looking at all these other teams, I thought it would be fun. Who remembers superlatives back in high school? Most likely to succeed, most likely to be late to graduation, most likely to give the teachers an aneurysm, so on and so forth. I thought that, most likely to be a finals team. Who's the most unlikely team to be a finals team? Because, oh my God, when I started looking at the finals teams from the last 10, 15 years, this Pacers team might be the leading candidate. And you know what? Edward gets it, man. Edward knows ball. Edward, we're going to go through these, and it's just pretty crazy. Let's go through the last couple finals. So we've got Oklahoma City Thunder and the Indiana Pacers this year. Last year, Dallas Mavericks, Boston Celtics. I don't know if anybody would say that any of those was a surprise. It was a Luka team and a Boston team. Then before that, you had Denver, Miami, an 8 seed and a 1 seed. That Miami team might have been a little surprising, but they still had Jimmy Butler. Before that, you had Boston, Celtics, Golden State Warriors. No surprises there. For that, Phoenix Sun, Milwaukee Bucks, 2 seed and a 3 seed. This was a really good Phoenix team, if we remember. This was also Giannis's first title. For that, bubble season, Miami Heat, Lakers. For that, Golden State, Toronto Raptors with Kawhi. No surprises there. Next 2 seasons with Golden State and Cleveland Cavaliers. This goes back to 2017. Actually, 4 straight finals. God, I forgot about that. 4 straight finals with Golden State and the Cleveland Cavaliers. So clearly no surprises there. We got to go. That goes back to 2015. So that's 10 years. In that 10-year span, I think the Pacers are without a doubt the most unlikely finals team out of that bunch. I could be wrong, but that, no, I'm not wrong. That's Edward, this is a good point. Shout out Black Ninja DJ. Thank you guys for joining us. Jimmy's first time to the finals was kind of surprising, and then he did it again. So at this point, in hindsight, it's not surprising. When it happened, it was definitely surprising. But shoot, for all we know, the Pacers might make 4 more finals, and then I'm going to have my foot in my mouth. It's going to make me look real foolish. But when it now, not surprising. You go back even further than 10 years. Let's go back 15 years. 2014, Spurs, Miami Heat. That was the Heatles. The Heat go to 3 straight finals, and then you have the Spurs and the Oklahoma City Thunder. No surprises there at all. Now we're back to 2011, which I believe we were talking about that season earlier. Yep, 2011 Mavs versus the Heat. Rick Carlisle team, by the way, which we might need to have a Rick Carlisle conversation too. This dude is 2 finals teams, the Mavericks with Dirk, which was a team solely designed on one player. And now he's got a team. I mean, Rick Carlisle is making a name for himself. And you know what, Kenny, this is a great point. Is this Pacers, are we going to going through this? Is this going, in 5 more years, am I going to go through this and it's going to be the Heat there? The Pacers went to 3 straight finals. Absolutely a possibility, but I don't know. As of now, who knows? Going back even further. So Rick Carlisle, that was the 2011 season. Now we're going back. So yes. Okay. So we're going to go back to this way. No, I agree with you. Let's go back, say 2005. You've got Lakers go to 3 straight finals and the Spurs go to 1. That's through 2006. So back to 2006, and then you got the Cavs, Celtics, Magic, Boston Heat. Like, I think you're the Heat, the Magic went to a finals. That's crazy. I think that the only team that gives them a run for their money in terms of a surprise, I believe, is the Toronto Raptors. We all knew Kawhi was good, but this Toronto team also built a roster around a top 10 player. Like, I think it's a little different. I do agree with you, Key Meeks. I think the Pacers are going to get carbon copied on how to build a team. I think I think you guys are all right. God, I love when the comments are popping. Pacers roster construction, quietly been solid. Drafting, trading for Hallie, surrounding cast, etc. It's really, really cool. OKC has done it too. I think that these are really, really, really fun. It's an incredible finals to just examine, and it's a shout out to small markets everywhere because it's just really, I don't know. I don't want to get ahead of my skis, but the fact that these are small market teams and the fact that this is a very, very easy thing to replicate. I will knock on wood. It's not an easy thing to replicate. There's a lot that has to happen, but for a small market team, you could replicate this blueprint and easily get a title, not easily get a title, but get in the postseason. And if things break your way, you can really find yourself getting in the finals conversation. And that's where I want to be. I think that's where everybody wants to be. If you're a Memphis fan. Yeah, just shout out chat. It's so much easier when you guys are popping. Thank you guys. We're going to get out of here shortly. Like I said, I do have to get to the doctor. Appreciate everybody. I do want to shout out Bluff City Media. We are starting a brand new summer schedule starting today. This is big, y'all. This is very, very big. We are going to be going. Well, I had the schedule pulled up. Let me find it real quick. We are going to have 3 shows for you. We are going to have mine show, The Daily Grind. We are going Monday through Friday at 7:30 a.m. live every single morning. Weekday morning, I should say. Then we have the 2 Bucks Sports Show. That are the 2 best dudes. They're on here a lot. 2 best dudes in North Mississippi you could ask for, y'all. Uncle Buck, Rusty. That's Drew Gann, Rusty Witten. They're wonderful. They are great dudes. They're on here a lot. They help me out. They are going to be going live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Their schedule is changing. They used to be every Tuesday and every Thursday. They are going to every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. Check that out. And then last we got for you, and this, it wouldn't be Bluff City Media without saying, y'all. Am I right? We got Anthony Sane, the underground king of Memphis media, the tribal chief of Grizz Twitter, your favorite podcaster's favorite podcaster. He is going to be going live every single day of the week with me, Monday through Friday. You're going to get a lot of Grizz content, y'all. A lot of Memphis content. We got you covered. His show is at 2, me at 7:30, 2 Bucks at 11. It's Anthony Sane show at 2. Check it out. We're going to have you covered all summer, y'all. Also going to preview a little bit for this show. Look forward to the month of June. We are going to be doing a hot Grizz summer. What does that mean? It means we are going to debut a list of the top 15 and some honorable mentions. Best Grizzlies of all time. As voted on, it's not a vote. I've pulled some lists from people here at Bluff City in the process of getting together now. Going to be releasing that to you all on this show over the summer in the month of June. Tune in for that, y'all. But before we get out of here, wouldn't be Mondays if we didn't talk about lasagna, am I right? Mondays are for lasagna. I love Garfield the cat. He's hilarious to me. This is him with a basketball. This is him holding a cup of coffee. It's fantastic. I love him. He's a cat. It's not to like. I digress. He hates Mondays and he loves lasagna. And I think it's important to acknowledge both the things that you love and the things that you hate so you can truly appreciate both of them, especially the good things. So I like to talk about what happened over the weekend, what was good and what was bad. Normally I have someone to go off of. I'll go first, though. So my Monday? Yeah, my Monday. Yes, Monday. My Monday. So this is technically the second day of my weekend. My work weekends on Saturday. So yesterday was my my day to sleep in. I slept in, was, pretty solid day sleeping in. And then, went to go mow, and then let me say this. I love mowing. Mowing is one of my favorite things. It's my happy place. It's like, so my lasagna was, I got to mow the yard yesterday. I find it therapeutic. I love the smell. One of the best smells in the world is fresh cut grass. It's wonderful. I just love it. And so I was looking forward to that all weekend. I go and I get my mower ready and I put my battery in. I have one of those things, the batteries. It's a battery mower, not a gas mower. I put the battery in. The damn son of a bitch is dead. My fault. I didn't charge it, but you got to wait all damn day to get these charging things. It's awful. It's awful. And it's white people problems that I'm pissed about. But like, I had to wait. I had to charge the damn battery. I went to my buddy's house to get another battery because let me tell you, I let my grass get out of hand. It was up to my, let the pollinators enjoy themselves is what they say. I let them enjoy themselves too much. I let the pollinators have too much fun. And the grass was high and it wasn't fun to have to wait on a battery. And, so my Monday and my lasagna was I got to mow, but I had to wait too long to do it because electric mowing isn't as good as gas, but save the environment, I guess. That is going to do it for our show today, y'all. Thank you guys for bearing with me. It's a little short today. I got to get out of here. Also, comments. I appreciate you guys. I was ready to get out of here and just kind of laughed it down, but you guys made it awesome. Gave me some great stuff to talk about. Thank you for listening to my rambles. As always, I can't believe I'm still allowed to ramble. We will be back tomorrow to maybe debut the first Grizz Summer. I'm not sure if I'm going to debut it tomorrow yet or later this week, but we are also going to preview the finals. That starts Thursday. I want to make sure that we talk about X Factors. We want to break it down. We're going to spend the next 2 days doing that. Today, though, if I can leave you with anything, like I always do, y'all, remember these things. They're important. Remember to be a little weird as you go about your day, and remember to smile. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful Monday, and I will see you tomorrow.